Hello, DevOps and SRE aspirants. Thank you guys for subscribing to our ProDevOps Journey channel to become a DevOps professionals. Let's start our discussion on Introduction to DevOps. Today in this video, initially I am going to talk about waterfall model that software industry followed to develop a software in the 19th century, and later we will see how agile methodology overcome the disadvantages of waterfall model, and I will also talk about the difficulties the industry faced with the agile approach. And finally, I will conclude this video with how the DevOps process overcomes the difficulties of agile methodology. Before 2000, the software industry followed the waterfall model to develop and release software. It is a traditional approach. As you see on the screen, software development lifecycle involves different stages to release the product to market. Requirement gathering, product designing, implementing, testing, and maintenance are the stages involved in software development lifecycle. In the waterfall model, the lifecycle should be a step-by-step manner that flows like a waterfall through all stages. Here, output from the first stage will be inputted to the next stage. After practicing this waterfall model for several years in industry, soon they came to realize that we cannot add if any sudden new requirements came from client at the end of the stage. And also, it will be expensive to restart from the starting phase. And the release time of software to market was very slow, used to take 3 or 6 months, which resulted in companies were not able to withstand in the fast growing market. To overcome these challenges, the industry came up with a new approach to software development called agile methodology. In agile, the entire process of building software is broken down into small actionable blocks called sprint. Here, Scrum is a subset of agile. Product owner gets the requirement from business and keep the requirements in the form of epics or stories in product backlog. Then, in sprint plan meeting, Scrum Master and development teams review product backlog and decides which requirements are important for the sprint, and then move those requirements to sprint backlog. Later, development team and Scrum Master brainstorm on the stories available in sprint backlog and decide the weightage and deadline to complete the stories and assign them to respective developers and then start the sprint. Sprint will be 1 or 4 weeks based on the organization. Daily stand up will schedule to discuss about the blockers of the stories or requirements. Once all the stories developed and tested, then sprint review and retrospective will happen to get the positive and negative feedback of sprint, and they will discuss on how we can overcome the negatives. So with this approach, there is no need to wait any more time to release the software to market. We can release the software to the market with the most important features and come out with a potentially shippable product within 2 to 4 weeks. Let's take an example, Facebook app. Initially, they released the login, sign up, chat, and some other important features, and later they increased their product by incrementing with new features by sprint by sprint. We will talk about the Scrum process more in a separated video. After adopting Agile for several years, back in 2007, when a frustrated consultant, project manager, and Agile practitioner, Patrick got fed up with the separation between software development and IT operations and the gap it raised and slowness in delivering the software to market. Both development and operations teams used to work in an isolated manner, and the only time they used to collaborate was during the release phase. As you see on the screen, the roles and responsibilities of both the teams are different, but they should align and collaborate to release the software on time. Trying to collaborate with the developers and an operations teams can feel like trying to mix oil and vinegar if the goals of the each department are not aligned. So, to overcome this gap and inefficiencies and to release the software to market fast, DevOps came into existence and resolve the differences faced by both teams. DevOps is an approach to software development that enables teams to build, test, and release software faster and more reliable by adding agile principles and practices such as increased automation and improved collaboration between development and operations team. Currently, continuous integration and continuous delivery or deployment CI/CD is one of the DevOps process that improves collaboration and an automated way to release the software fast to the market. We will discuss DevOps CI/CD process, site reliability engineering, and roadmap to become DevOps professionals in upcoming videos. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and click on the bell icon to get notifications on upcoming videos. Thank you and see you again. Please feel free to mail me if you need any assistance.